Shane Lowry, I was sitting, I got misty. I got choked up. The salty discharge came out for me. Just watching this guy win in Portrush, where he won the Irish Open as an amateur years ago. And now here he is winning in Northern Ireland for the Open Championship. Did you hear this? I heard about this during the telecast, and I'll bring it to your attention if you did not, that he was struggling. He was struggling, wondering about his shot, wondering about his confidence, wondering about everything. So he called his old swing coach, who met him at the Bushmills Inn 10 minutes down the road. Yes, and that Bushmills of the whiskey fame. Apparently there's an inn there, part of the whole Bushmills conglomerate. And Shane Lowry chatted with his swing coach, interestingly called Neil Manchip. By the way,
wow.
But isn't that a great name? That sounds like
great name for a swing coach.
Like Austin Powers made up the name of a swing coach. Neil, my name's Manchip, Neil Manchip, and clearly you can work on your short game with you. Chip, you are Manchip, right? At any rate, he spoke, and apparently they had like this chat in a secluded spot in the Bushmills Inn, and he told him, "Don't be perfect, just you. It's within you," and he just talked him up. And then Shane Lowry the next day shoots 4 under. On Thursday to put himself in position, and then shot a 63 on Saturday. I mean, he won the tournament essentially on the back 9 on Saturday, where he was lights out. Shot a 63 on Saturday, and then yesterday a 1-over to win by 6, because the rest of the field, as you pointed out, Chris, with J.B. Holmes, just imploded in the poor weather day at Portrush. And, I mean, it kind of broke perfectly for Lowry, okay? Because he's got all the feels. He's got the crowd and the gallery going crazy for him. His whole family's there. He's feeling comfortable. He's feeling it. He spoke to his swing coach. He's got a huge lead. And you would, forget, with all due respect to Tommy Fleetwood, and it was very nice to see Lee Westwood on the leaderboard at age 46. And, Justin Rose was beginning to charge, and same thing with Ricky Fowler. But let's be honest here. I mean, we're talking about a major championship. So who's the guy you got to have in your rearview mirror and focused on, or just look out for?
Brooks Koepka.
And Brooks Koepka, who we all know has been on fire of late, who we all know is playing, as we pointed out when he was leading in the first round with Shane Lowry. I said he reminds me of Federer. He can make any shot. You never see him sweat. In the rain, it doesn't look like he's wet, right? Looks like nothing bothers him. But the one thing that bothers him is slow play. And J.B. Holmes is like the human stop sign when it comes to slow play. He's known for that. And, not only was Brooks Koepka paired with the guy who is known for slow play, but the guy who's known for slow play shot 16 over par yesterday. Oof. So it's not just standing over his ball and thinking about it, or as Koepka pointed out after the round when it was pointed out to him that the NBC broadcast or the international feed was picking up a couple of times where it looked like he was a little upset with J.B. Holmes' style of play. At one point, he pointed to his wrist at an official. I don't know if you heard about this.
I did not see that.
He pointed to his wrist at an official, and he did not have a watch on. So it's the international symbol of like what gives. You know how there's many international symbols that work, which is you want the check. So you write in the air. Hey, I would like the check. That works. Doesn't matter what language you speak. There's that. And then when you point to the wrist, it's like, what gives?
What are we doing?
Can we move things along here?
Let's go.
It works, right? It's an international sign.
Pick it up.
Even though, English is the language.
That is
universally in Northern
incredible.
Ireland. Yeah, so you could see that. And afterwards, he was talking about how J.B. Holmes, he kind of, Koepka, just to give you the paraphrasing, he was passive-aggressive about it, said it wasn't as bad. It wasn't that bad. But at times, he pointed out that Holmes didn't even have his glove on prior to the shot. Like he waits until it's his turn before going through his pre-shot routine. He doesn't. It looks like he starts thinking about the shot and what he wants to do with the shot and putting his glove on to get ready for the shot only when it's his turn to go.
When he's finally away.
So, I mean, for Shane Lowry, it looked like the golf gods wanted him to do it.
Yeah.
And part of that is that Koepka was paired with the worst possible player if you want to do things at your own speed. And then on that day, he struggled so poorly. He shot an 87, which is what it sounds like I would shoot on the front nine on a day like that. 16 over par. That's who Koepka was paired with. I mean, it all worked for Shane Lowry yesterday. And then he was tremendous. Even when he was beginning to have troubles, towards the last 3 holes, he got it all. And then just we're seeing the shot of him just thumbs upping the crowd that he's approaching on 18 with the rest of the gallery, as you know, the Open Championship, when there's nobody behind. Well, let's put it this way. When it's the last group, and there's the leader of the last group is leading the tournament, and they let everybody come from behind them.
That's
and
cool.
It really is terrific.
Yeah, it's super neat.
And I got the feels. I choked up seeing him with his wife and his young kid. And
It's
his
cool to see a
dad
guy
and
win his first major. It's a cool feeling. It's one of the sports.
winning the
great
Irish
moments.
Open as an amateur and then winning the Open Championship in Northern Ireland. I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Pretty awesome.
That was great.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.